open field in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And off we go from Seattle.
Here's Reek Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Smith on first down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
He's still on his feet. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Look, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Winston. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it
third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They snap it to Smith. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Walker. And he will take this one for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Geno's going to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, early at 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Winston. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ujina and Wosu got the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Winston. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now Gino on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
And now the rookie's free. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Saints. Kendre Miller, 68 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. And they'll turn to Kamara. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Off of play action, here's Smith. They've got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 83 yards. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Hey, here we go, Sunday.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. To throw, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, 69 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here, got into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A give for Walker running right. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much taking it right down Broadway. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Winston now to throw on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure,
he's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Saints. Keith Kirkwood, 41 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A pitch comes to Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And going right back to Walker.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And Walker has it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Perry.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Got a man complete to Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action now. Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be...
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And that flag accepted. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
43, Seahawks 36.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Smith's going to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Room here to run. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's